Hey, we got a wildfire burning north of us, and I'm calling it the Godzilla of wildfires. You're gonna have to stay tuned. I'll explain, and I'll explain a little bit about the positive side of wildfires. Yeah, you're not gonna want to miss this, so stay tuned. Hey folks, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hanson. Yeah, we got a big wildfire up here. You know, I've lived up here 34, 35, 36 years. I can't remember. I'm getting too old. Raised my son up here since he was 3. How old is he now? He's 35, 36 years old. Anyway, we have endured no less than 3 major wildfires per year within a 10-mile radius of our home, no matter where we lived, here or a mile down the road, because we lived a mile down the road for many years. But we lived in this valley for 30 some plus years, and we've endured all those wildfires. Now, with that said, we have had to evacuate at least 4 times. And one time we had to evacuate twice in 1 month because we had 2 fires back to back in the same month right here at at the other place we lived, Acorn Acres. I'll leave you a link to that over at Acorn Acres where we used to live. But right now I bought Pine Meadows Hobby Farm and I've been growing this. But anyway, yeah, there's a couple of more positives, but the big negative, and the big negative is in the 30 plus years I've lived here and raised my family, so yeah, I'm an old timer. I've seen a lot up here, right here in this little tiny valley, and endured many, many, many wildfires. But folks, I gotta tell you, this is the biggest I have seen this close to my homestead. The biggest. I'm calling it the Oregon's Godzilla wildfire. That's what I'm calling it. It's being pushed and fed by 100+ degree temperatures, winds. We got a thunderstorm moving in right now, and that's going to create a problem in and of itself. Right now you see behind me is a pyrocumulus cloud forming, which means a hot spot has really flared up, and the winds are feeding it, and it's going to create its own weather pattern, which means it's going to create high winds within that area. Along with that cloud will create its own lightning. True story. So what have we done to prepare and get ready for wildfires as long as we've lived up here? Well, we created at least a 50-foot buffer around the homestead, clearing out the gutters, limbing up the trees, removing all vegetation for 50 feet around the house. And we also extended that to 100 feet, so I cleaned out as much as I could. Man! I also maintain a herd of goats. Goats are the best tool you can have, the best organic tool you can have for any farmer or wilderness dwelling homesteader to help mitigate, well, fire fuels around your homestead. Look what they've done. These goats have ate all the vegetation around my outbuildings, and they went even farther, clearing up as far as they can reach up, which this big guy right here, he can reach up to 6+ feet high and completely clear out my land for me. Having a good backup water supply doesn't hurt one bit. Keeping it green around the house, that works too. and auditioning for a reality TV show for Discovery Channel's Homestead Rescue. The Rainies came on, hired some crews. They helped me mitigate some of the fire fuels around the homestead, put a metal roof on my house. Yeah, I got a free metal roof. I'll leave links down below for the 3 episodes that you guys can watch on discoverygo.com of what we're in. But those are all advantages to living where we're living and what I've done to prepare for wildfires, and exactly how long we have been living with wildfires. 30 plus years. And now another caveat to wildfires. Actually, there's 2. Once it burns through, it creates a buffer for future wildfires that may want to happen, because we get thunderstorms every year. Nature happens. But with this creating such a huge burnout buffer, we can relax for the next, well, several years, because we've had several wildfires and they burnt out a barrier around the valley, which creates a more manageable conditions. But now it's grown and it's time to let it burn again, and the fire crews are doing an epic job at burning, mitigating loss to life and to property. They have fire crews staging at homes to protect homes. Now my friend down the road, he had his trees burn on his land, but the home is safe. Now, if you notice, the wind has picked up. It's blowing. That happens this time every day, and it's going to feed fuel to the fire. Yeah, oxygen and direction, and yeah. But there's one more caveat to having wildfires in the area, and you got to look at the bright side on something without being so negative and panicking. Get this. Morel mushrooms grow in burned out areas. So next spring, it's going to be epic growth of morel mushrooms throughout this whole area. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of hunters up here. A lot. So that's a different spin on the typical trauma drama of living with wildfires. Just be prepared. Get your place prepared. You be prepared. And don't wait to get the hell out of Dodge. Save yourself. Yeah, the bottom line is get away, get out, come back, repair what you can, and move on. But this is a different perspective. It's what I've lived with for 30 plus years. Yeah, this is it. So, folks, I'm a fossil. It's like I'm 67 years old. I've lived up here in this valley for years and years and years. 36 plus years, and I gotta say, this is the biggest fire I have seen ever up here in the time that I've lived in this little valley. The biggest. Yeah, I'm calling it the Godzilla fire of Oregon. Now, something I just learned, to put salt in the wound of the residents up here in the communities directly affected by the wildfires. We just got wind of a private aircraft landing at the Rogue Regional International Airport on the main runway, which we only have one runway. And the front landing gear collapsed and it crashed, and yeah, it's got stuck and it blocked the runway, so no commercial craft could land and take off. Also, we have six firefighting aircraft that are reloading at Jackson County Airport that have to be diverted to Klamath Falls. Now, Klamath Falls is 120 miles round trip from this fire. The Rogue Regional International Airport is only 20 miles round trip. So the only runway they have is blocked by this aircraft And I saw it, I suggested, why don't you just get a bulldozer, push it aside, and open the runway? I was really heartened by the fact that, no, they cleared this from the runway right away. And the 2 aircraft that were on the ground that had reloaded were ready to take off and go fight our fire. And the other aircraft in the air can come in and land. Oh my goodness. Salt in the wound of the residents up here is like, give me a break. Well, I'm Jerry Hanson, your host. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm out through Homestead, tucked high in the Cascade Ranges, more precisely halfway between Creo Lake National Park and the Redwoods National Park, in an area that is known as the Willamette Meridian. Yep, that's where we live. Stay tuned to do more videos. You can do that by subscribing, clicking that bell icon. That'll alert you to new videos as I upload them. Give us a thumbs up. Share my videos on your social media platforms. Helps us out. Remember, be safe. Always be kind. Yep, be kind. We'll see you guys in my next adventure. I never know what adventure I'm going to have from day to day. Never know. Bye-bye now.